Ellen, it is good to see you here. You are liaison to the Academic Fellows Committee. What would you say, what are the achievements of your committee in the last year?
Well, the main activity of the faculty this year has been to refine the National Consulting Index. The National Consulting Index, or NCI, determines the strength of a national management consulting sector relative to other countries. The NCI project aims to develop a means to assess the potential market size for management consulting services in member countries and provide member IMCs with a tool that allows each to promote the profession to governments and other stakeholders. This year's activities are focused on updating earlier attempts to identify the size of the management consulting sector in each country for which data are available, considering market conditions in the COVID era, and refining and strengthening the computational model for estimating an NCI. Several meetings with Professor Simon Haslam and other NCI task force members were held throughout the year. In addition, Professor Haslam facilitated brainstorming sessions with academic fellow faculty members in March. Task force members include Professor Haslam as project leader, Tamarul Abdul-Jabbar and me, Alan Blackman as directors of ICMCI, Rima Nasser, ICMCI's executive director, and Kazema Zaglawan, ICMCI's executive secretary. Initial NCI findings were presented to the board and member IMCs on the 2nd of June from Vienna. Subsequently, NCI data were sent to IMCs with requests for comment on local market trends and to validate or contradict market size findings. When writing, responses from IMCs are being collated and analysed. Work on a book on consulting practice and trends is continuing, and a draft will be completed for review later in 2022.
Very good, thank you. And I know it is it's really hard work in times like this to set up this report. But shining a light on the IMCs, what would you consider main projects that would interest the IMCs?
I think the biggest project certainly will be the NCI and finalising that. Getting the mathematics right for this particular project is complex, and that's what Simon Haslam and his team have been working on quite solidly throughout the year. So I think completion of that will be the most important, and completion of the book, of course, will be of interest as well. But the NCI project, I think, is the primary one.
Thank you for that. And I already did the challenges, but what are the challenges from your point of view you faced during the last year? And
the challenges have been contacting everybody. Of course, the time zones are always an issue when I live in the Antipodes, and we're miles behind or miles ahead of everyone. So depending on where you are, but it's so time zones have always been a challenge. But just being able to organise the times to meet with everybody effectively and get to the nut of the issues. Organising too, I think, academic fellows into groups is not straightforward. They're very diverse, and there's now 98 of them across the world, and so it's quite a complex task to get everybody together. But hopefully, in future, I think we'll be able to achieve that. But it will be a task.
Yes. But talking about the future, the academic fellows have achieved a size of 100 plus. So what would you see? What would be the plans for the next year or the next years?
I think there are plans afoot, of course, to review the academic fellows program as it stands, and to ask academic fellows to contribute to ICMCI in some way. I think more will come later in in the year, but that's going to be a key component. The aim is to be able to act as a significant repository of knowledge on the industry, and to be able to share that knowledge with IMCs. If we can achieve that, I think we've achieved a great deal from this program.
Thank you very much, Alan. I think this is it.
Yep. Pleasure, Rob. Yeah.